In the hustle and bustle of the downtown restaurant, Rosie had been the lifeline for many patrons seeking delicious meals and warm smiles. Unbeknownst to her colleagues, Rosie was carrying a heavy burden that she had expertly hidden under her cheerful demeanor. One chilly November evening, as the rush began to simmer down and the restaurant closed for the night, Jack, the empathetic manager known for his kindness, was doing his usual rounds. As he scanned the back room for forgotten belongings or unattended tasks, a slight noise drew his attention. Through the dim light, he noticed a silent figure nestled in the storage room, half hidden by shadows. Dust floated in the air as his heart quickened, curiosity mixing with unease, sensing a secret waiting to be revealed that night alone. Stepping closer, Jack recognized Rosie, coiled in an old blanket, her face marked with exhaustion and pain. Initially, he hesitated, but knowing that it was uncommon for someone like Rosie, always the last to leave after closing, to remain past hours, he gently shook her awake. "Rosie," he spoke softly, "is everything all right?" Startled and slightly embarrassed, Rosie attempted to put on a brave face, brushing off the situation as mere fatigue. However, Jack's caring eyes conveyed an understanding that silently urged her to share more. Jack knelt beside Rosie, lowering his voice so the quiet walls wouldn't overhear. The storage room felt smaller, heavier. Rosie clutched the blanket tighter, torn between shame and relief as someone finally saw beyond her smile. As Jack listened, Rosie's words stumbled out slowly. Each sentence carried months of fear and sleepless nights. Jack didn't interrupt, his silence became a safe space, telling her she wasn't weak for struggling alone. The cold air outside rattled the back door, but inside, warmth grew. Jack reassured her gently, explaining no one should face hardship unseen. Rosie's tears flowed freely now, mixing exhaustion with a fragile sense of hope. Jack stood, thinking carefully, then offered a practical solution without hesitation. He mentioned the unused room upstairs. Rosie looked up in disbelief, unsure whether kindness like this was real or just a passing moment. Slowly, Rosie nodded. Gratitude softened her tired face. She agreed, promising to focus on rebuilding stability. Jack smiled, reminding her that accepting help wasn't failure, but the first step toward strength and self-respect. The next morning, whispers spread, not gossip, but concern. Jack gathered the staff, speaking openly about support and unity. The room filled with understanding glances, creating a shared promise to look out for one another. Rosie watched quietly from the corner, overwhelmed. For the first time in months, she felt included rather than invisible. Simple gestures, smiles, nods, warm words, stitched her back into a community she thought she'd lost. As days passed, the restaurant buzzed with renewed warmth. Rosie's smile returned, this time genuine. The hidden burden lifted, everyone learned that compassion, when shared, doesn't just solve problems, it quietly changes lives. Message. This story reveals how hidden struggles often exist behind smiling faces that seem strong and untroubled. Through Jack's quiet kindness and patience, Rosie slowly understands that asking for help is not a weakness but an act of courage. Compassion creates safety, restores dignity, and gently rebuilds broken hope. When communities choose empathy over judgment, lives begin to change softly, proving that genuine support can heal far more deeply than silence ever could, especially when offered together. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Text to Heart for more inspiring and emotional stories.